everybody, it's Wootini from GayGamer.net here with another one of my video podcasts. I promise this week will be a lot shorter than the last couple, because I don't have too much to say, because as I am waiting a few more weeks for Skyrim, I have not picked up any new games. I am on a hold. What I have tried to do was to go back to that shelf that I mentioned last time and say, let's see what I can find that I have not yet finished, and then see if I can get back into it. And there was a part of me that was thinking of trying Oblivion again, to get back, you know, in that Elder Scrolls mindset to prepare for Skyrim, but I realized I didn't want to do that because I wasn't crazy about Oblivion, and I didn't want that to taint my enjoyment of Skyrim. I wanted Skyrim to be like a fresh new experience. So I didn't want to be playing an Elder Scrolls game and then just stop playing that and move on to Skyrim, because that just would have been weird. And I also tried Dead Rising, which I had really only done like the first couple of missions, because I picked it up like at Target for like $7 off the clearance shelf, and I thought, well, for $7 it's supposed to be really good, I might as well get it. And I didn't really play it at the time, and then I played a little bit, but I was in the middle of something else. I forget what I was playing at the time. But I only got it just because it was super, super cheap, and I'm like, I might as well pick it up, because eventually there will come a time when I have nothing to play, and I have that, so I will play that. The problem is that I started playing it, and it's fun, but I was like, ugh. And I realized, and then I tried Dragon's Age, and everyone's like, oh, Dragon Age, Dragon Age. And I'm playing it, and I'm like, ugh. And I started to think that the reason that I was having trouble getting into picking back up any of the games on that shelf that I had not finished, I think the reason for this is because I really want to play Deus Ex Human Revolution. So subconsciously, my twisted little mind is basically saying, no, that sucks. No, that sucks. No. You just want to play Human Revolution. You know? But I will not cave. I will not give in to my subconscious and buy Deus Ex Human Revolution, because there is clearly no way now that I will finish that game in time for Skyrim's release. It's not going to happen. Anyway, I still have other games to play. I still have some DLC from LA Noire. There's a couple of cases I think I still haven't done. I know I haven't done Reefer Madness, and I think there's one other. Although, to be fair, a few days after I tried Dragon Age, and then I tried Dead Rising, I did put Dragon Age back in, and I am just struggling to get into it, but I feel like I'm on the cusp of where the game is starting to kick in and maybe will get good. My problem with it is that I thought it was going to be like a medieval Mass Effect, and it sort of is, as far as like the conversations and the mission structure and like meeting friends and allies and recruiting allies and whatever. And I don't know what the problem is. I don't know if it's because it's just kind of a generic fantasy setting with like all this backstory and all these characters and I can't keep track of what's going on, whereas Mass Effect was a little tighter and a little easier to follow. It also had some more momentum as far as like propelling the story from point to point to point, whereas this one's very just leisurely, and I only just finally got out of that initial town where you're like, okay, now we're going to set out on the actual missions, you know. It's not bad. It's just everyone had talked about how brilliant and amazing it was, so when I finally get around to playing it, I was expecting it to be brilliant and amazing, and now I'm just like, am I missing something? I don't get it. But I think maybe in next week's podcast, I'll have a complete change of heart, and Dragon Age will be awesome and amazing. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it is really hard to go back and pick up a game after you've not played it for a while, because you don't remember the controls, you don't remember where the story left off, any emotional connection you had to the game itself is just gone. The only games that I feel like you can really pick up after a long time away are the games like Rock Band or Dance Central or whatever, where like there is no story, there is no investment, you just pick it back up and say, oh, hey, there's some new DLC. Oh, I really like that song. I'll download that for Dance Central, even though I haven't played Dance Central in like months. And then you'll play Dance Central for a while. And Rock Band, of course. Although I don't never not play Rock Band, I usually play that at least once or twice a week, just because there's usually some DLC every week that I like. I did actually play a lot of SingStar, just because I went and bought another $20 card and added 20 bucks to my thing, and I went and downloaded a bunch of songs that they'd released that I was always like, well, I kind of like it, but I don't have enough money right now, so let me not get that. I'll get this that I really, really want. So this was basically like picking up all the stragglers that like I couldn't justify because I only had like $5. So, and I was too lazy to like go out and buy another card to add money to it. I know, I can use my credit card and whatever and do it online and it's from the comfort of your own home. But I actually like to go to like CVS or whatever and pay 20 bucks because then there's no tax on the card. So you save $1 or $2 there. And then also I have like the frequent customer program, so I spend $20 and that just adds $20 to my total and then I get some money back at the end or whatever. So so that's it. I'm still just kind of treading water. It's sad. But I know that there are games coming out soon. October looks ridiculous. I mean, Gabrielle's Ghostly Groove 3D comes out. There's a new Professor Layton coming out. There's Skyrim. There's Skyward Sword. There's Arkham City, which sadly is gonna just fall by the wayside, even though I really want to play that because I loved the first Batman game. But what are you gonna do? There's just simply too many games, and then there's gonna be the holidays, and there's gonna be even more in November and December coming out, and I just feel like I'm gonna have a really, really big Christmas list this year. So, I'll let you guys know what my list is if you guys want to chip in. I'm just kidding. I don't even know you. Why would you buy me a present? I'll leave it. I told you this one was going to be short. Go away. Go away. See you next week. See you next week. Bye.